Hello and welcome back. This is my playthrough of the Time Stories series of games. Currently on Prophecy of Dragons, which is the third one series. I've already done one run through the game. I managed to explore most of the locations in the city. The only thing I wasn't really able to do is at the very end of the run, I was able to figure out where the glyphs are, which are needed to get through the tunnels. So I did find out what the tunnels are, I just haven't been able to get through them because I didn't have the glyphs. But I now know where all three glyphs are, and yes, I know where all three of them are. One of them happens to be in the Beast Cave in the woods, so we'll have to go out there. I know one is in the Castle Plaza, which is the guy that I will probably need to steal it off of. And it turns out that the third one is in the market. I was resetting the game, and I noticed that one of the miscellaneous item cards for the market happens to be one of the glyphs. So I'll be getting that. Now, as part of the setup, I was able to start wherever I want. So I have placed the group in the market. I'll do some shopping. And then I figure the idea is going to be go to the Lost Woods, collect some herbs, get the glyph, then go to the plaza. I can either do some buying and selling of herbs, or I can just grab the glyph. And then finally, I think my entrance into the castle is going to be through the impassive lost steps, which unfortunately means I will have to go to the old dock and then into here. Um, so the main reason why I'm doing that route is it'll get the map for the dungeons and the potion that allows for the jumping over chasms. I have a feeling that that map is going to be important. So, unfortunately, it does mean that a heck of a lot of time units are going to be spent moving around. I don't really know if there's anything I can do about that, other than just going into the dungeons with fewer than 3. But I don't know, I feel like that is just asking for trouble. So I think it might be worth spending the extra time units in order to get the medallions and get into there. Um, the reason why I'm choosing to go this way into the tunnels is because the other paths didn't seem to really have anything to do. Or, like, it was just get through the location and then go to the tunnels. This Impasse of Lost Steps is the only location that actually has something else, where you can recover that map of the dungeons. And I think that that might be useful. So that's why I'm kind of choosing to go the long route and go through there. It does mean I'm gonna have to do a bunch of fights, because I'll have to fight the creature in the woods and I'll have to fight the 3 goons in the impasse. So hopefully that won't be too much of a problem. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna be starting in the market in order to grab some things, some weapons, and random bits and pieces. I know there are certain things that I'm not going to need. Like I won't need the lockpick kit. I think that was just a way of being able to get through the Under the Dragon Inn easier. I don't know if it'll be used anywhere else. I'm also not going to be going back to the Dragon Inn, even though I could go back and get those briefs. I don't know if they're going to be used anywhere. I really hope that they're not going to be something like, oh, this is a stupid joke item, just a waste of money, not going to need it. And then it actually turns out that it's needed to get the secret extra piece at the end. Like in Asylum, how there's that cube thing you can get from finding the 2 jewels. So I'm hoping that the briefs were just a stupid joke item, and that they're not something that's actually needed for either the side bit or actually winning the game. Like, it turns out I get all the way to the end, and oh, you actually need the briefs to to beat the bad guy. Oh well, okay. If need be, I can always intentionally ditch the run, start it over again if I really want to grab the briefs because they're needed for whatever reason. Um, or I can just see what they would have got. But anyway, so yeah, it's gonna be Market, Lost Woods, Plaza, Old Dock, Impasse, Dungeons or Tunnels, and then I guess whatever is the final area. So, I mean, that's gonna be at least two, 4, 6, 8, 10, like 12, maybe 12. Like half my time units are just gonna be spent on moving. That's pretty horrendous. I hope that I can do this in just 2 runs. If not, I might have to figure out a different way of doing it. I think I also figured out how to do the Path of the Lost Woods, but it does need the Alchemist. I don't really want to play the Alchemist. I did change up one of the characters. Um, but anyway, yeah, it seems like there is going to be no easy way to get. I think you're supposed to spend a lot of time moving around. I cannot figure out a quicker way of being able to do this. Unless again, I want to forego getting two of the glyphs and just go in with one and hope for the 1 in 3 chance. I just don't think that's a good idea. So I don't know. I don't know if this is the best way of it. I mean, as I found out in the last one, there doesn't seem to be a limit to the number of times you can do this. You just keep getting this over and over again. So I think if you just keep doing runs until you beat it, I think that's just the thing. But yes, I did change out one of the characters. I kept the other 3 because I think they're too useful. This guy with a weapon is just so killy. None of the other characters can compare to him as far as like raw, um, reusable damage. The only one that comes kind of close is Altus, with his ability to just rip off shields wherever he wants to with his magic. But it is limited. Like, I need to get him a stack of brown resource tokens to be able to cast his spells. So I wanted to keep those 2. I'm keeping him because the stealing thing is just, it's almost like a required thing. There is not a decent way of getting more money in this. And you just need, everything is so insanely expensive. And with the money that your characters start with, you can basically get 4 items. 1 each. That's it. Unless you get stupidly lucky in something, there's just so little money to be gained in this game. But there are a shit ton of things that require massive amounts of cash. So I think that's unfortunately one of the things that is not quite balanced particularly well. Unless I'm missing something. If there's a money-making scheme in this game, I have not found it yet, but getting a decent number of things is ridiculously difficult. So having this guy to be able to steal some extra cash or grab some items is like vital. I could not imagine playing without the thief. So yeah, the only one that I kind of swapped out, which I felt didn't really pull their weight last time, was the healer, the priestess. Her healing was good, but it didn't seem to be particularly necessary. And it was only for a couple of points. It didn't seem like it was very much. Healing in this just seems to be very, very, very rare. Even like the paladin, who was like the alternate healer. Every time you move, you can spend a time unit to heal a character by 1 point. That just sucks as a healing ability. Like, that was terrible. An entire time unit to heal 1 point of damage off of 1 character. How stupid is that? If it was spend a time unit to have the paladin heal a point of damage on all of the characters, that would be worth it. But as it is, no. And the paladin was also a worse fighter than Narir, so it was like a shittier priestess and a shittier fighter. So no, the paladin sucks. The alchemist sucks. The assassin, I was actually strongly considering. If I wasn't playing, if I didn't think Gwillem was so vitally necessary, I probably would be using the assassin instead. Her ability to roll 4 combat dice when she's on her own is just ridiculous. Um, so yeah, it's a shame. The characters, they don't seem to be very well balanced in this game. Some of them just seem a lot better than others. So anyway, I replaced the priestess with the ranger, because she has a pretty decent combat ability as well. If you roll 4 shields and loses an extra shield. Not as good as Narir's critical hit, but considering it can be done at range. She also has a really good agility, so being able to collect herbs and do the searches and things like that. So yeah, her job is to kind of stand off to the side and plink things at a distance, which means I need to get her a decent bow. Um, in fact, kind of wondering if maybe this would be a better idea. I can always move them around if I really want to. I can't remember if there was any like potions and things that were really worth the while getting anyway. But anyway, yeah, everything has been set up, so we're ready to start run number 2 of A Prophecy of Dragons. So we'll start off with Nirir and Elvin doing some weapons shopping. That's cards 41 through 50. They're these ones. I want to get him a decent melee weapon, her a decent ranged weapon. And yeah, not going to be able to afford anything else, so... he has 6 gold to spare. That is... Okay, so him, I want extra dice, because extra successes don't count towards his critical hit thing. So actually the axe was probably the better option than that. I could get him some armor instead, but honestly, I don't know. I mean, the armor's cheap, well, except for the shield. It's 2 toughness. +1/+1 requires a hand. Okay. Sword of Wolk, something that he could try and steal. Warhammer. Oh, 1 extra dice and 1 extra success. That could be good. Hand crossbow for the archer. Oops. There's the battle axe. Okay, so it's only 1 hand. And it costs 4. Might have to pool their money together. Okay. What is there in the way of ranged weapons? Okay, so there's only 2 ranged weapons. Oh, and they're both really cheap. Oh, so I might have him steal a couple of the Ranger's gold. So that's shields and armor, 2-handed weapons, 1-handed weapons. Okay, so we'll start with her, because I'll probably just be getting, well, I could get her one of these, and, oh no, because again, she'll be standing at range, flanking from a distance. Her armor is not as necessary. I could get some leather armor to give to him, to beef up his thing a little bit better. I don't think the mage can wear armor. Yeah, cannot wear armor or use a weapon or a shield. So I don't have to worry about him. He can use a leather vest and a single-handed weapon. I could get one of these for him. I could probably steal the sword for him. Okay, but anyway, Ranger. What do we got here? They're both the same, but this one only requires one hand. Um, I mean, I guess I might as well get her the elfin bow. Um, that puts her ranged attack up to 4. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there's 4 extra gold, so that's 10 total. Um, plus 1 dice, plus 1 success. Okay, if I get the battle axe and chain armor is chain armor and paths are too expensive. What was it? 10? 6, 4, 10. 3, 6, 10. So if we spend all their money, I could grab these 3 items. Is it worth putting the armor on him? Um, or I could get him the sword instead. Plus 1 extra success on a melee skill roll. Um, give him the crossbow and the buckler. um, okay, let's go with axe. And buckler. I mean, his defense is already 4. That's pretty good. I could just give the armor to Willem. Uh, it's worth holding on to some cash. I don't want to spend everything that I have. So let's go. Let's just go with 7. That's 6, 7. And I will give him a goal just again so that everyone has at least a little bit. I'm not going to get the other piece of armor, but yeah, I'm going to hand the shield off to Golem. Although, I guess since I'm only getting the one piece. I think I might get the armor instead. Okay, depending on how this turns out, if I want to spend another time unit, I might swap them around so that Golem can come over here, maybe grab... Well, no, he'll grab the armor. He might steal the sword, but I don't know if it's really worth it. And if I could afford it, getting one of these with +2 defense would be nice. But I mean, he's the only one that can wear it anyway, so whatever. I think the heavier armor would have been better on the paladin. She has defense of 3 rather than 4. Okay. Anyway, so that's them done. These two I sent over here in order to deal with the miscellaneous item stuff. And I'll have to decide whether or not there's a potion that I want. I don't think there was any kind of potions that I really wanted. Well, the antidote, maybe, but anyway. Yeah, these two are going to take a look at items 30 through 40. These ones. Alright, well, the lockpicking kit, I already know. I already know I'm not going to need those. Scroll of Stasis. Lasts for 2 actions and a time unit. I mean, yeah. Well, hang on. Okay, so there were certain things I wanted to get from here. Fireball, scroll, condiments. There it is, the glyph. So that's expensive and I can't steal it. Oh, so there is also this. The fairy cage. Gold skin, blue wings. This is the queen of the fairies. So this is what I need to get in order to open up a pathway through the forest. But again, I need the alchemist and I don't think there's anything that path. I think it just opens up to the tunnels again. Yeah, it looks like something that could interest Trululu the leprechaun. Free me from this cage. I mean, she gives something. Comes with an item 12, whatever that is. But it's too expensive, and I'm not going to be going that route, so... the crystal ball could be fun to try and steal again. Lantern's cheap enough. Okay, well, I'm going to be spending 7 gold on this, so... Ouch. 6... 7, which is pretty much the entire allotment of money that they have. Was there anything else that I could try and steal from this guy? I don't think so. Oh, there's the fireball scroll. Yeah, it's just these. So that's just 3 more successes to remove 2 things off of an enemy. That kinda sucks. This was interesting, but I don't know if it's really worth trying to go for. Reveals a card on B, C, or D. Eh. I mean, I guess if I didn't want to get the 3rd glyph, I could use... Oh no, because I think each one... the way that the tunnels worked is that there were 3 different cards that led to 3 different cards. So the only thing that examining one of the tunnel entrances would give me is just which colored thing it went to. So that's kind of useless. But nah, I don't think either of those are worth getting. Lockpicking kit, no. Scroll stasis is just a thingy. Fundaments, I was not able to figure out what that does. The fairy cage, yeah, I'm not going that way. Fireproofing. Allows party to cross a wall of fire. I never did find that. Improved archery. Accuracy. Adds to stealth. Yeah. The lantern, again, not able to find, and chasm. If I'm gonna get the potion to jump over the chasm, then I don't think I'm gonna need this. It's also bloody expensive. So that really just leaves these things. Now, I only have 3 gold left. I think I might grab these with the last of my coins. Okay. So not an awful lot of cash left. Might still be worth jumping into the potions guy, if only just to see if there's something that Willem can steal. um, yeah, I'm gonna spend 1 time unit to move everybody into this space. And we'll take a look at the potions and things. And yeah, I think everything else can go back into here. Okay. First things first, are there any of these that I can steal? Okay, so I can try and grab that one. Allows an agent to re-roll up to 3 dice. Minor healing. Oh, the antidote is a stealable one. Okay. Alright, so I can try and steal each one once for 0 time units. I mean, the potion of healing only costs 1. Reroll up to 3 dice. I think the antidote, since I'm going to be fighting the poison guy, the antidote might be useful. Although I was kind of able to kill him before he could do anything to me. Yeah, it's a free thing. If I fail, and so what? So I need to get 2 more hits. Success. I've stolen the antidote. Here, let me pass off a couple of things to give you these. I don't know if these are worth. I don't know if these are worth it. I mean, I guess the healing potion, since I don't have a healer. Let's give the healing potion a try. Success. No one bother with that one. Relay reroll is nice, but whatever. Okay, for everything else, let's see. Water breathing. Pass a diving test without having to roll the dice. And that could be good, but then I could just pass off the dice. Potion of invincibility. Ignores all wounds for a round. Meh. Leaping. Jump across a chasm. Again, I'll be getting the scroll. Allows to cross a wall of fire. Didn't I already get one of those? No, I didn't. I didn't get it. Okay, so it's an alternate way of being able to do the wall of fire thing. Major potion of healing costs 5. I can't afford it. Okay, so no, I can't afford anything else from here. Alright. So potentially, I guess I will be back to buy some things if I can ever earn enough money to actually make it worthwhile coming back here. So I mean, there were some cheaper stuff, but yeah, a lot of it seems to be like 5 or 6 gold, which most of the characters start with. So unless Gwillem gets really lucky at stealing things, or like stealing money, or you get lucky with the herbs and are able to sell them, like, you would have thought that you'd be able to collect some money off of enemies that were defeated. There were those guys at the docks, which I guess I could fight for a couple extra coins, but you kind of have to spend 2 to get 4 back. So whoop-dee, 2 coins. Alright, but anyway, we are done here. So next is to the woods. Oh, and let's give this to him. Let's just give the glyph to this in rear. Actually, let's have the glyphs on Altus. Actually, the healing potion should also probably go to him because he has the lowest health. Oops, that's the antidote. Potion. Okay, off to the woods we go. Time units. Oh, well, it's gonna cost 1, but it also means a random encounter. Okay. One thing I'm worried about is the random encounters may end up costing more time than what you would have rolled on the dice. Um, Forest. Dock. Location 7. Location 2. Location 3. Lost Woods. Okay, and the random encounter is... Oops. A familiar becomes affectionate towards you. It doesn't have any special power other than, on a regular basis, spitting out blue S. Place 1 blue on all spaces that are multiples of 5 on the timeline. The owner of this card gets the token each time the time token reaches it. Ah. Well, the only caster I have is this guy. Blue gives disintegration. Well, here you go, buddy. You now have a little blue lemur thing familiar. So 1 blue on all spaces of the multiple of 5. Cool. So not all of the encounters are bad things. Interesting. Maybe I should be looking for them more often. Okay. So at the woods. I know this is the creature. This is the patch. I have the ranger, who's going to take a look at that. Fight Boy is going to come into here and help with this thing. I should probably... You know what? I think I'll send everyone in to kill the beast. And then when that's done, I'll hop over here to have everyone search for herbs. Okay, let's do this. So the ranger's special thingy is... Oh. Thanks to our natural knowledge of flora, we can make an extraordinary harvest. Over a one-time duration, and we can make a die roll, and obtain a harvest as indicated below. Oh wow, okay. And then fight against this guy. So 4 regular shields. One heart shield. And 2 skull shields. And again, Elvin? Elvin. Elvin can fire into this space. It costs an extra, or sorry, it reduces the number of successes that she gets, but it is something that she can do. And she can't get hit back in return. So, I might actually not have needed everybody to do this, but whatever. Okay. So, time unit spent. They will fight. She will gather stuff. Although, does she... Wait, does she do this instead of fighting? Oh, maybe she does this instead of fighting. Yeah, I would say that's her time unit action. Okay, well, I might as well roll her first then. So, 5 dice. Okay, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's actually the best she can get. So green, 2 blue, 2 brown. Green, 2 blue, 2 brown. And those will all be going to Alstus once they're together. Okay, and she can only do that once per run. Now this. I think I am going to Fireball. That is 4 dice to cast. Getting 2 successes, which I believe means, yeah, remove 3 shields from your space. Well, I am going to go 1, 2, 3. That also means that because there are no more skulls, even though I rolled 1, I rolled 1, right? Yeah, the other one was here. That was the one I didn't roll. And that was 0, so that did. Yeah, so I rolled 1 skull. None left. Aldous has a defensive 1, so no damage. Blink. Next one up, I guess might as well be Near in order to try and finish this guy off. So that's rolling 5 combat dice. Axe him in the face. No. Blech. Okay, 3, which unfortunately leaves him on 1. There's a counterattack, but with only 2 skulls, that doesn't beat his defense. Bounce. So last but not least, I guess, is Golem. Stepping in to finish him off with a quick stabby stab. Oof. Okay. 1 is enough. Like. And that gives item number 4. Which should be another medallion. Or another glyph. Yay! Okay, I'm gonna spend a time unit in order to move everybody over here. Ah, come on. Get on the thing. There we go. Which is this. So unfortunately that is going to be another time unit. I think I'm wasting too much time. I don't think I'm going to be able to make it. That gives that to him. Now all agents can make a roll to see how many extra herbs I can collect. So that is going to be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so that's 3. Whoa, that one shot off the board. Ah, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, and I can pass these over. 8, 2, 4, 6. Greens are kind of shit. 3 rooms that have a pentacle. I don't even know if I've found any rooms that have a pentacle. Maybe I can sell the greens. So what was that, 2 for 6? I'm gonna be getting blues just by playing. And blues are the weaker of them anyway. Okay, let's try for that. Okay, we're done at the woods. So next up is Castle Plaza. Time units spent. See, every time you roll 1, it just balances out with a 3. The only reason that it's worth rolling for the time units is literally for the random encounters. Okay, let's see what I encounter on my way back to the city. And I want the city, or Castle Plaza. Castle Plaza. Kind of sucks that on the first run, the 2 locations that had the glyphs are the 2 that I went to last. Anyway. Oops. Shuffle those again. I mean, it doesn't matter, but anyway. Oh, hello. Oh, this is the one that wants the briefs. Oh, son of a bitch. Okay. You haven't met someone named Bertha, have you? I've been looking for her for 2 days. She's got a collectible relic I'm missing from my collection. If you have the briefs, you can trade them for 9 gold. Discard the card. Oh, son of a ding dong. Okay. Well, now at least I know what the briefs are for. 2 gold for briefs. Sell for 9 gold in random encounter. It kind of sucks that it can only it's only a thing you can do. You know what? I'm gonna rob this kid. um Screw you for not having the Bruce that I wanted. Okay, so 3 dice. I had the Bruce in the previous run. Okay, yeah, 3 successes. Okay, so roll 4 dice. Every success is 1 gold. Ooh, 2. Okay, well, better than nothing, but yeah. I think we're getting more random encounters. The first one I got was like a fight against someone, and I thought, oh, they're all just gonna be like shitty time waster things, but turns out, nope, there's actually some good encounters in here as well. Okay, well, anyway, right, so the guy with the glyph is here. I'm not able to steal it. It does cost 7. I think I might actually have. Oh, no, I don't. 2, 3, 4, 5. I might if I can sell some herbs. So you need to go to Irby. You need to go to that person. Um, the guards don't do anything. And you're a hireling. Costs like 5 gold or something like that. I think I might just send everyone else to here. So if I'm able to make some money off of the merchant, I'm able to share it out. And who knows, maybe I can hop over here and grab this person. Although I don't know if they're worth it. I don't think they did very much. I think they what? Like absorbed 3 health and allowed for 3 reroll dice or something like that. Not the greatest for 5 gold. So I don't know about that one. But anyway, okay, I did get these in the right spaces, right? Hang on. Whoops. Oh, geez, it's invisible on the bottom. Okay, one with facial tattoos, need a good blade, so yeah, that's the hireling. 2 people give you insistent glances, so yeah, that's the 2 with the medallion. There's the guards. And the peddler. Yeah, okay. So, boop, boop. Let's see if Golem can nick this item. Oh yeah, wow! That's like rolling 3 sixes. Yoink. Item 1. Item 1. Okay, and now let's see what the herb market is like. Reveal item 2. Item 2. Sticky Fingers Golem. Jeez. Okay, and now I roll 3 dice. And the prices are based on the number of dice showing at least 1 success. Doesn't matter how many successes they show. Doesn't matter if I'm rolling in skulls. Skulls count as blanks. So 2 dice are showing successes. Which means it is that one. Which is good. That's the distribution I wanted. Actually, that one would have been best. All blank. Oh well. Okay. Anyway, so greens are worth 5 each. Wouldn't mind keeping a couple just in case I need to do some teleports, but honestly, I'm gonna do that in order to get 10 gold. I don't think I want to actually get anything in gold. I don't know if that's worth going back to the market for. 7, 8, 9, 10. There are other things I think I need gold for. Well, not really. Could go over here. Her. I've already wasted a fair amount of time. Um, you know what? I'm gonna risk it. Oh, I keep forgetting. I do have 2 beacons. Now these are one use. No, wait, I should have more than that. So I would have gotten some beacons at the end of the second game. Ah, shoot, I need to go back and figure out how many of these I actually have. I can't remember which other ones I got. But regardless, yeah, once they're used, they're destroyed. They're gone. But if I need to, I do have a thing that gives me 3 extra time units. Um, um, is it worth making a return trip to the market? Probably not. Hmm. You know what? I'm just gonna spend an extra time unit. Move over to here. Hire this person. Yeah, she can soak 3 hits or discard a heart to cancel the result of one of their dice. So I can negate like a skull. It's not the greatest, all things considered, but what else am I gonna spend the money on? 5. Yeah, I do want to have some cash just in case. Okay, and I'm gonna give her to. I might give her to the wizard. I think he's the one who needs the bodyguard the most. He did pay for her, so. Okay, done. Done the Castle Plaza. So the next stop is the old dock, unfortunately. I do have to go there to pick up the NPC. Well, okay, or I could. No, it's the same thing. Um, I don't have the alchemist. I've only got one mage for the void at the market, and I need to go to the docks to get the key for the thieves guilds. So yeah, let's just do this. Okay, the old dock. Old dock. I think there's only the one thing that I want to do here. We go after the bandits, but nope. Time units. 2. 1, 2. Another blue. Yeah, everybody just jumps onto this. Blah, blah, blah. Attack items 3 and 13. I can go here because of Narir. So 3 and 13. Oh, 3 was this one. So 13 is this guy. So he has 4 health. And we're done here. Now it is off to the impassive lost steps. 1. Which is good, but it's another random encounter. I'm kind of wondering how many good ones there actually are, and whether or not I'm going to end up getting a really, really bad one. The impasse is location 3. 7, 2, 3. Okay. This guy is just tanky, and these two I need to get rid of quickly. Who has the antidote? The rogue has the antidote. That one just does extra damage. So let's send the rogue into here. Archer should go into the middle one. So then she can assist. Altus can help nuke this guy. And Nurir can help fight this guy. I had 2 extra skull shields to them, but hopefully I can kill them quickly. Oh, but it is a random encounter first. Ah, shoot. Get out, midgets. Bulgaria isn't big enough for short people. Death to those shorter than 3 feet. If a party contains Finnick or Nurir, it does. The extremists attack you, otherwise they ignore you, but nothing's keeping you from giving them a beating. Alright. 3 regular, 2 skull. 3 regular, 2 skulls. Okay, so unfortunately I'm gonna have to waste a time unit fighting these bozos. I'm gonna have Nurir go first. One, 2, 3, 4 damage. So that almost kills them outright. One swing of his mighty axe. And with a 2 skull riposte, that's not enough to get through his armor. So plink. Next up is going to be, let's see what she can do with her bow. So 4 dice shooting attack. Because they're in the same space, unfortunately, they can hit her back. But hopefully, I mean, you never know, but still. Oh yeah, Flink. Okay, so these guys are dealt with. Okay, and now that that is done, we now enter this fight. So these guys are going to step in. I'm going to try and get these guys down as quickly as possible, and then come over here and deal with this guy. So, two regular shields, 3 skull shields. And yeah, that's the poisoner. And this is the one that just constantly does damage. I wonder if I should have had... actually, real quick, I'm going to swap around these two. Just so I can magic nuke him. This one's fine. I should be able to blitz through that, but getting rid of that heart is actually quite important. I forgot. I was planning on doing that, because I did remember that that was there, but then I kind of forgot. So anyway, 6 normal shields, 1 heart shield. That stupid crossbow guy. Okay. Spend a time unit to fight. We'll start with, I guess, these two. So Nir's going to take a swing. Using his 5 dice. Two, three, four, 5. Regardless, that's a critical hit, and that's a kill. Opponent is killed immediately. I mean, 5 damage would have killed him regardless, so. Swing of the mighty axe. Leaves these warriors in twain. So that gives the 4 of yellow. And they have been defeated. Now these guys. Fireball. Uh, uh, let's go for disintegration instead. Is place. Damn it. Oof. Okay. 1 success is still enough to get it off. So that'll remove 3. I'm gonna have... Oh, she needs... Jeez, I'm running out of life points here. Oh, but she's gonna spend 1 in order to negate that skull. I mean, either way, it negates the skull or she takes the point of damage. But no matter what, that gets rid of 3 shields, which is going to be the heart. Because a magic attack can remove shields from any section, and then 2 more from there. And then the ranger, or elven bow, is going to try and snipe them. Oh, come on, why do they keep falling off the table? Ugh. Okay, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage, 6 damage because of that, so yeah, obliterated. Okay, and that gives the yellow 2. Okay, so I need to spend a time unit to move, a time unit to fight. I'm burning through time units like crazy. I don't think I'm going to have enough. I don't think this is possible to do by getting all 3 of the medallions. And move over to here. And now it's time to fight this guy, which is a straight up 7-3. Okay, the time unit was spent to fight. So let's start off with... let's fireball his ass. Oh. Well, that's only would have been 3, but okay. So that's enough to get 3 shields removed, which is going to be the 3 skull shields. And there's no riposte. Next up is going to be Nurir. So the reason why I moved a ranger into that space is because if she was 2 steps away, it would have been -2 to her successes. And it might have still been worth it, but whatever. Oh, good grief. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's enough to nail him. Okay. Which I guess technically means Elvin and Golem can still move and do stuff. So Elvin is going to move to here. Wait, no, she has the better search. Golem is going to move into there. Now that I have all 3, I don't need everyone to be there. He's going to go in. Which means the 2 cards with the negatives on the backs are now accessible. Elvin is then going to use her move. That's the portal, so this... Ooh, don't remember which is which. Yeah, that one. Okay. But she won't be able to roll this turn. And so another time unit is going to have to be spent in order to roll this, and the rest of the gang moves on to here. So search for 3 shields. She has a search of 5. She's going to fail. A single success. Wow, I thought she was going to go through that pretty quickly, but apparently I'm due for some shit in my teeth. So, yay. So in that case, I'm not going to move everyone to here. I'll move one person to there, the dwarf, because he has the lowest search. And everyone else is just going to pile a crap ton of dice onto this because apparently it's impossible to find items in a room. And I'm gonna have to spend another time unit to do another stupid search. 5 from the ranger. And there we go. Fuck me. Why didn't I get that last turn? Okay, take item 5. And that gives item 9. Oh yeah, he has to be the one to go there anyway, so that's fine. Item 9 is going to be the map piece. Leads to the tunnels. And item 5 is going to be the map. And item 15. You know what? The map can go to her. And 15. Which is the scroll of leaping. Which does need to go to... Okay, and he runs off. Okay. From Doric is with you. Take item 9. After which he leaves hurriedly. Discard him. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. This is going to be tight. This is going to be very, very, very tight. Okay. Let's go to the tunnels. Okay. Location 7. Everybody has to be on each of the spaces. Okay. Oh, this could really suck. It really, really suck. Whoa, that was almost a 3. I am definitely going to have to burn my 3. I don't think I can do this with the amount of time that I have left. Not unless it's basically get through these tunnels and then end. Like, if this is the final location, which, I mean, it could very well be, because I know that location 6... I know that location 6 is the Void. Location 9 could have been the Forest? If each of them has a location that you have to go through. So, this could be it. I really hope this is it. Oh, I think I'm supposed to shuffle the first 3 cards. You're finally in front of the portal with the 3 glyphs. Each access point is covered with a halo that prevents all entry from afar. Spooky sounds are heard, which does little to reassure anyone. During setup, shuffle the 3 question mark cards and place them randomly in spaces B, C, and D. So yeah, these are shuffled. There we go. 3 question mark cards each require a glyph to be accessible. Thus, if you own 1 glyph, you can reach 1 card of your choice. If you have 2 glyphs, you can reach 2 cards of your choice, and 3 with 3. If you own no glyphs, or if the way you've chosen is a dead end, the only solution is to go back to the city. If you return later, you must set up the location as for your first time discovering it. If it's a dead end... Okay, well, let's see what this is all about. Okay, so I'm gonna come here. Alright, so I have 3 glyphs, so I can do all 3. So yeah, if it's a dead end... Right, if it's a dead end, I come back and I try another card. If I didn't have another glyph, then it is... Yeah, then that would be a dead end and I couldn't continue. Okay, I understand. Right, okay, so... I'm going to use up 1 glyph in order to enter into here. Ow, balls. You're making headway in the tunnel, and spikes burst from the walls on both sides, then retract. Each player places a stack of 2 skulls in front of themselves. Note that each agent stuck in the trap must succeed at the test individually, and take the token yellow. Oh, okay. Oh shit, that's gonna suck for the dwarf. Alright. That's 2. 2. 2. If it costs actions to go through these cards and to move on to these cards, yeah, there's no way in hell that I'm gonna have enough time to do this. What? How the hell do you do this? There isn't enough time to do this one. Was I supposed to only come down here with 1 glyph? That doesn't seem right. I don't know. This seems like it takes too long to actually do. This is bullshit. Well, we'll see what happens. Okay, so 1 time unit in order to do the test. She rolls 5 dice. I mean, he's gonna be stuck in it forever. This is... Did I just get really unlucky with drawing that one? Or what the hell is this? Like, this is not... I don't understand. This is... I don't know if I like this one. Okay, 2 successes, so yeah, she's out. He rolls 2. Two successes, so he's out. 3 dice. Oh, 2 successes, so he's out. And 1 die. That would have been a 2 if it hadn't bounced off of that. I'm gonna take it, because fuck this. I'm already thinking that I'm not gonna win this, so screw it. I'm done with that. Okay, so yellow 1. I then had to spend another time unit in order to move everyone over here. And this is just a fight. You end up in a round room, which turns out to have no exits. As you're tracing your steps, an enormous spider descends from the ceiling and bars your way. Counteract the poison using the antidote. Yep, I have that. Oh, so poison the character every time they move, they lose another health. Okay. Well, 4 skulls. I have to use another time unit to fight it. Yeah, and then it's another time unit to move back, and then another time unit to move. Like, this is not possible. Even with the +3, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this. This is kind of stupid. I don't know what the hell's going on here. Okay, so fight it. I guess Wizard is going to blow it up with a fireball. Or he's not. He'll take one. She'll take a hit for him. And I'll use the antidote to unpoison him. Okay, Mirror's up next. Two, three. That kills him. Okay. So now I have to spend another time unit to move. Let's go with... doesn't really matter. Let's go with this one. You walk along the corridor and pass a corner littered with bones. Suddenly the debris animates in the form of a rather unsympathetic skeleton. This card is not discarded at the end of the combat. Being the blue. So... fuck. Yeah, so I spend that to get 3 extra. Do 3. Spend 1 to fight it. It is 1 time and 4 skulls. I guess you might as well start out with a fireball. Oh wait, that should have removed 3. Still would have hit back, gotten poisoned and all that kind of stuff, so whatever. Anyway, fireball. 2, 3, 4, 5 successes. Remove 7 shields from the space. Or, yeah, that kills it outright. Okay. I get the blue too. Which allows me to spend another time unit. Move over here. A few hundred yards away, you end up in a dead end. On the ground in front of you lies the skeleton of a knight. Take item 8. Just a shitty sword. Okay. 2 hands. Can't use 2-handed weapons. Yeah, it's useless garbage. Okay. Fuck me. Spend another time unit to move back. Make some headway in the tunnel, end up facing a closed grate. To continue, you probably need the help of the entire group. Shields must be removed in a single time unit. Pass the test to claim, well, that's it. I'm done. End of game. What? How is this possible? I mean, obviously I got really shitty luck getting the card I needed last, but... So I'm thinking I'm not supposed to get all 3 of the medallions? Oh geez, I am way over time. Okay. This is gonna be a much longer one. But, what the hell? Well, again, since it's the last time unit, I want to actually spend it out. So, let's see what would have happened. 4 successes. She gets 5. That's 2. Whoopsie Fucking shit. 3 more dice from that. Three. 2 dice from him. 4. Okay, so yep, that's the gate opened. And then it would cost me another time unit to move over to here. I don't know, black 3. Okay, let's just assume that I had another one of these blue tokens, because again, I'm pretty sure, I think I got a green and a blue from the second mission. So I would have been able to pop it for another 3. So that would have been 1, 2, 3. 1 to spend on that. Or no, I would have been there. So 1, 2, 3. Right, 1 to spend on the gate, 1 to move. Having barely recovered your emotions, you walk for some time down a corridor and finally end up in a room with no exit other than a well full of water. You'll have to swim. Each agent must succeed at the test individually. Or take a potion of water breathing. And then take item 20. Oh, so... So then what the hell is all the rest of this shit for? Is it just a waste of money? Like, the thing of water breathing was the only one I actually needed? I mean, again, he's fucked. The hell? Okay, so yeah, it was just shitty luck that I ended up getting the right one last. And is there anything to indicate which one is the right one? Are they all identical? It's like they're all identical. So it is literally just a 1 in 3 chance of getting the right one. Otherwise, it's just an absolute fuck ton of wasted time. Wow. I have to say, I hate this mission. I think this is probably the worst of the 3 so far. I think having to travel to so many locations and then wasting so much time at the end here is just an absolute absurd, just like an absolute fuck you. And yeah, every time that he is not able to pass this roll, it costs this is insane. There's no way you are going to have enough time units to finish this. And what, if you come in here with one medallion and you pick the wrong one, you have to go back out into the city and get another one anyway. So that's even more time wasted. Okay, I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. I'm not sure I'm gonna come back to this one. I think I might just see what this is and just say fuck you to this game. I might move on to the next one. Because I don't like this. I don't like how the only way to make it through to the end is by pure random chance. I think that's a really, really shitty mechanic, because these get shuffled every single time. So there's no guarantee you're going to get the right one. The only thing I can think of that might help is if you get the crystal ball. But even then, you'll move in and encounter one of them. You can look at one of the others. Well, I guess if you look at one and it's not the right one, then you know it's the other one. So yeah, the crystal ball seem to be necessities. And what was the one that led to it? It was this one. Okay, well, at least now I know if it's either of these, then it's not worth... It's not even worth... Well, I mean, you have to fight them. If it's either of these, then it's not worth entering those rooms. Hmm. 2 additional combat dice. Actually, that should have gone onto him, but anyway. Ugh, okay, again, I'm way over time, so sorry about this video being longer than usual, but I honestly thought that I could finish. But unfortunately, no. It looks like I may have to do one more run. And this time, Crystal Ball, Potion of Water Breathing, and I guess that means I can do with one less... Yeah, one less ward means I don't have to go to the city plaza, the castle plaza. Which takes out one step and gives me a couple extra time units. I mean, it might be possible to do it. Oh, jeez. Okay. I might give one more run at it. If again it kills me on time, then I'm not gonna. I'm gonna say they didn't spend those because I that was more out of curiosity than anything else. Like I kind of figured I wasn't gonna have enough time to actually win this, but okay. So if I can get the crystal ball, then I might be able to do it with only 2 of the medallions. But fuck me, that's based on a tremendous amount of luck. Ugh, yeah, I'm not as fond of this one. I think because they split it into 4 different routes, there's nothing really to this game. Like, there's no story or progression or anything. It's literally just go contact your guilds, go through their bullshit thing, go through the tunnel bullshit thing, and then I'm guessing that's the end. But yeah, I don't like how much time gets wasted at the end here. It's like the old Fighting Fantasy books where you have to have a particular item in order to actually get through to the end. Like, without the potion of water breathing, I don't think this is doable. This is going to kill you in time units before you can actually get through it. For 4 shields? No, no, fuck that. And this whole random thing to get through these, needing the crystal ball to be able to get through this bullshit, or just based on absolute pure random luck. And I don't like how one character can end up screwing you over because of the stupid each character has to do this individually thing. So yeah, I'm really pissed off at this game right now. I don't like this mission. But whatever. I'll see about giving it another try. Hopefully third run's the charm, and we'll see how it goes. So again, sorry for this being significantly longer than usual, but thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Whether it is coming back for run number 3 for Prophecy of Dragons, or moving on to the next one. We'll see. But either way, yeah, see you next time.